told you we were going to talk about
cleaning objects.
Yes. Yes, so you want to keep your objects clean in the museum so they look nice and pretty. But what about objects that are coming into your museum as part of your collection? Like a pair of chaps that have been used a lot.
And dirty.
They've been loved.
That's a good way to say that. The artifact was loved.
Was. So, the question we are posing to you today is, do you clean the artifact to make it look pretty? Do you leave the dirt on it as a sign of love?
Do you keep the meaning, or do you have a new meaning?
Now, honestly, it's going to depend on the artifact.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going for a good example of a spur, you might want to clean it.
Have the silver showing, and if there's any stains to the silver, because there's some that we have that they're cleaned, but you see like red stains and stuff. They still have the meaning.
But if it is part of our Cowboy Hall of Fame inductee exhibit, you might want to leave the dirt. You know, those sweat stains in the hat and the caked in dirt. I mean, that's what he did. He was out there, he or she was out there ranching. It really does depend on what you're going for and what the object is.
And what you're trying to convey in the exhibition.
Exactly. But you also want to think of your museum and the other collections because, just like we said last week, that dust and that dirt is full of things that pests will love. They love those sweat stains.
And then they're going to get in here, and then they're going to get in the sweat stains, and they're going to go... And then there's going to be a hole, and then they're going to disappear.
Mm-hmm. You might find a carcass.
Ew.
A bug carcass.
Ew.
Yeah. So these are all things you need to consider. Most of the time, we're going to leave the dirt because it goes with that person. That person actually wore this, actually used it. It's part of the meaning. But if you're going to keep the dirt on it, just make sure you have an integrated pest management system. I don't think we talked about that before.
No, we haven't had
IPM. We will talk about that next week. And just watch for bugs, basically.
Back to our pest video, like at the beginning of this year. Some pests are actually friendly to your museum and things like that. They will eat the bad bugs or the other bugs, and some are dangerous. You don't want them.
Yep. So, know the difference.
Know your pest. Know your pest.
So, we will see you next week with some talk about bugs.